What up, what up? I'm your host, Following Christ, and this is your weekly wake-up call. Don't forget that you can follow me on YouTube at the name ZOEFREAK, the number 95. Don't forget that you can subscribe to this channel to constantly get these videos as they are uploaded, as well as favorite any of these videos that you do like, and share any of these videos with your family, friends, co-workers, even someone that may consider you their enemy. Don't forget to also like us on Facebook at the name The Watchman for Christ. It's a page that myself and The Watchman 118 do share. We post links to our videos on YouTube, as well as scriptures, different things of a prophetic nature, about different things that are happening in the world that the Bible actually alludes to. And today I actually want to discuss a widely misunderstood topic in Scripture. And that topic is about the thief on the cross and what actually happened and what was actually transpiring in the dialect between the thief and Jesus Christ. Well, let's start where did Jesus really promise the thief on the cross immediate access to heaven when he said, "Today shalt thou be with me in paradise"? Now, the meaning of Christ's statement in Luke chapter 23 verse 43 is determined by a scriptural answer to one very important question. Did Jesus go to heaven that day himself? Well, not according to Scripture. On the day of the resurrection, when he met Mary at the garden tomb, his words were, "Touch me not, for I am not yet ascended to my Father." John chapter 20 verse 17. Jesus could not have gone to paradise on Friday if he hadn't yet ascended to the Father by Sunday. So, here is the question. So why then did Jesus say, "Today shalt thou be with me in paradise"? Well, the apparent problem vanishes when you consider that the original Greek manuscripts had no punctuation. The commas and periods were introduced into the text of Scripture by translators who inserted them where they thought they should be. And believe it or not, a single comma can change the meaning of an entire sentence. The Lord's statement in Luke chapter 23, verse 43 should read, "Verily I say unto thee today, comma, thou shalt be with me in paradise." This is what Jesus was really saying. Today, when all seems lost. Today, when I do not look like a Lord or King, and after even my disciples have fled. Today, although my hands are nailed to a cross, I can still save you. Someday that thief, along with all others who have accepted Christ, will claim the promise of the resurrection and be with Jesus in paradise. Well, in the Bible, what do the words spirit and breath really mean? Well, if we look at Job chapter 27 verse 3, it points out that a person's spirit and breath are the same. Job further states that this spirit or breath is in his nostrils. Please remember that God placed the breath in Adam's nostrils at creation in Genesis chapter 2 verse 7. So the spirit that returns to God when a person dies in Ecclesiastes chapter 9 verse 5 and 6 is the breath of life and not a disembodied soul, as many would tell you. Never in the Bible is a disembodied soul said to return to God at death. So the real question is, well, where does the soul go when a person dies? At creation, two things combine to make a soul, body and breath. Genesis chapter 2 verse 7. Until these two things combine, a soul does not exist. At death, these two components separate. The body returns to dust and the breath returns to God. Ecclesiastes chapter 12 verse 7. The soul goes nowhere. It simply ceases to exist. Now, you don't have to like this message. You don't have to accept this message. But we all must remember one thing. The truth always stays true. God bless. It's time to wake up.